I also found a neat letter. I'll see if I can't find it in my previously viewed things. I think it has to do with the Animagus. Because I remember that you need specifically Mandrake. No way. He didn't talk to me this time.
I'd like to ask you about changing the room's ambience.
Of course. What sort of overall look most appeals to you?
Actually, perhaps another time.
Strange. You're supposed to talk to me. Did I break it? Maybe it's safe. So I'll replace the mandrakes with non-grass until I need one mandrake. I'm supposed to talk. Did that.
I'd like to ask you about changing the room's ambience.
Of course. What sort of overall look most appeals to you?
Actually, perhaps another time.
Leave. Come back. This is sad. Did I break the cane?
Revelio.
Wizard Barnabas, the Barmy's foolish attempt to train trolls for their ballet. One can only imagine the impact on the arts he had if had he succeeded. Had he succeed. it's loading. Something must be broken. It's taking years. I ain't never. Just let it load. Has to do something eventually. guess I have to close the game. Boy, I did not want the stream to be this long. It thinks it's still running. I closed the window. Cloud syncing. Okay.
I'd like to ask you about changing the room's ambience.
Of course. What sort of overall look most appeals to you?
Actually, perhaps another time.
try to load sometime before I am in the remove requirement and it not trigger.
Revelio.
Let's load the failed thing that loaded the last time. Maybe if I reload that. Because I saved right before it didn't load. Manual save. No. Manual saving is currently unavailable. Okay. The only thing I have available is Hogwarts Square. It's manual saving currently unavailable. I guess I couldn't save the last time.
I'd like to ask you about changing the room's ambience.
Of course. What sort of overall look most appeals to you?
I'd like the room to feel natural and earthy, as though I'm outdoors.
Oh, sounds perfect.
I'd like to ask you about changing the room's ambience.
Of course. What sort of overall look most appeals to you?
I would like the room to feel as if it's being lit by the moon.
Oh, sounds perfect.
Let's hit the save again. Okay, Google this. Why would be unavailable?
Revelio.
It seems to think I'm in the middle of a quest. Quit this quest? Maybe if I trigger a different quest. Let's go trigger this one. Oh, cheetahs. Alright. Not what I expected. Wow. It's a long way. But I did say I'd visit him. Golly. The quest is bugged, bro.
Handy resource indeed, your field guide. I'm most pleased to be included.
Google it again. That was being actually. It wasn't good. Takes me back to the same page. Nobody knows.
Revelio. Reparo. Revelio.
What the heck is this?
This looks intriguing. Lumos. Revelio. Confringo. Accio. Revelio. Incendio. Levioso! Depulso! Flipendo! Confringo! Revelio!
An intruder!
You can't imagine how inconvenient travel was before I invented.
Abandoned long ago, no doubt.
You made it.
I should dismount here.
Let's try it again.
Enjoying the view?
Keeping an eye on things. Feldcroft isn't what it used to be. No one has felt safe here since Ranrock's loyalists took a peculiar interest in that castle over there. Rookwood Castle. My uncle Solomon is a former Auror and refuses to look into it, even after Anne was cursed by one of them. Possibly with a wand, no less.
I heard a goblin refer to wizard kind as wand carriers. Are goblins forbidden from carrying wands?
Precisely. That's why I'm on the hunt for answers. If I'm to cure her, I need to understand what happened to her. Anne was always the most mischievous of the three of us. which is saying something, knowingly and ominous. I'm hoping a surprise visit from me and a new friend from Hogwarts will help lift her spirits. Bring back the Anne I used to know. Come on, I'll take you to my uncle's. This way. Feldcroft used to be a lot livelier, with Ranrock's lot wandering about all the time. Everyone stays out of sight. Here we are. My sister should be just inside.
Aha!
Sebastian, where did you... Is that what I think it is?
We've been over this, boy.
Hey!
Shrivelfigs cannot reverse a curse. Nothing can. The sooner you accept that reality, the better.
But we haven't tried everything.
There is no cure! When will you accept that?
Never. I can never accept it.
Now look what you've done.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry you had to see that. If you don't mind, I just need a moment alone.
I understand.
Poor Sebastian. Not the visit he'd hoped for.
That boy will fray my last nerve.
You?
Excuse me, Mr. Sallow.
Oh, yes, Sebastian's friend. I apologize on behalf of my nephew. He doesn't know when to stop.
Neither do
He
you.
thinks he can help Anne, but nothing can be done for her.
It could be that you've not yet discovered the cure.
Ah, you sound like Sebastian, thinking you know better than the healers at St. Mungo's.
Perhaps the healers don't know everything, sir. Sebastian is single-mindedly focused on finding a way to help his sister. If there is a cure, he will find it.
Your faith in Sebastian is misplaced. Some sort of dark magic cursed Anne, and the goblins aren't likely to explain themselves anytime soon. Giving her hope is cruel. The only thing to do now is keep Anne comfortable and stay out of the Loyalists' way.
With all due respect, sir, hope could keep Anne's spirits up.
You may mean well, but I know what's best for Anne and Sebastian. They are my stubborn brother's children. Especially Sebastian. If you really want to be of help, you'll make sure Sebastian does what he should do, not what he wants to do. He's no idea the harm he could do if he doesn't stop. I hope you'll remember what I've said. Good day.
I'm sorry about earlier. Those bouts of pain are difficult to bear.
Are you all right, Anne? I didn't mean to intrude.
You didn't, truly. And I'm all right. The pain from this curse comes in bouts, and often suddenly. It's not anyone's fault. It's nice to meet you, by the way. You must be the new 5th year Sebastian told me about.
I am. Sebastian and I met during a rather lively duel in defense against the dark arts.
Oh, dear Professor Hecat. She's a powerful witch. And she knows how to keep students like my brother, and me, in line. I do miss Hogwarts, but I wouldn't mind being in Feldcroft really if it wasn't so dreary now. Between the goblins at the castle and my uncle fighting with Sebastian whenever he's home, it's not the cozy retreat it once was.
Sebastian mentioned something about your uncle being an ex-Auror, but refusing to go after Ranrock's loyalists. I must say, I wasn't prepared for him to be as angry as he was.
Uncle Solomon is frustrated by what happened to me, and by Sebastian for thinking he can fix it. They both mean well, I know they do, but my uncle is right. This curse cannot be undone. I can feel it. Sebastian cannot take away my pain. Perhaps you can help him to understand that.
do my best. I can promise to speak with him about it.
Thank you. His search for a cure is futile, I'm afraid. I'm getting tired. I should probably rest. Thank you for stopping by. I wish you well.
I ought to see how Sebastian's faring.
It's unfortunate.
Why will he not listen to me? She's my sister.
How are you doing, Sebastian?
You got a first-hand glance at what I'm dealing with. I apologize for my uncle.
I know he's angry, but he's only trying to do what he thinks is best for Anne.
He's always angry. He's been angry since my parents died. After Anne was hurt, he only grew worse. It's as though he blames me somehow, always calling me my father's son, as if that's an insult. I'm the one trying to help her. He's simply given up.
Both Anne and your uncle seem genuinely convinced that nothing more can be done for her.
I refuse to believe that. Anne's pain is more than physical. It has changed her entirely. I miss my sister. And I'm going to get her back. Come with me. I need to show you where it happened.
That's fair.
Ranrock's loyalists are capable of so much more than people realize. They should not be underestimated. All the debris you'll see is from whatever's going on at that abandoned estate. They've been digging for something.
You're not able to save yet?
Up there, on that plateau, is where they cursed Anne. This way.
How much longer are we expected to dig through this rubble? Ranrock knows what he's doing. It's an honor to be a part of it. A good wizard is a dead wizard in my book. You're really not very good at this, are you?
Lumos!
Confringo!
Confringo! Flipendo! Potato! Lumos!
Findo!
Well
Stupid one!
you don't think you can defeat me, do you?
Flipendo!
There you are.
Flipendo! Potato! Stupid one! Flipendo!
How childish. I'll get you for this.
Incendio!
Release me.
Stupid one!
I won't. Stop it. Rather a white coming back this way. Wait a minute.
Confringo!
No! I will make you pay.
What?
Confringo! Confringo!
You've made your last mistake. I'll cut you from shoes to chapeau.
Fringo!
You almost had a lucky shot! Lucky that's all you I won't rest. How nice. Nice try. You are postponing the inevitable. Get accustomed to slash. I hate that. It's a childish.
But I can't load unless. Maybe this will help it. I was going horrible. I can't wrap my mind around shift being dodge yet. I even use spacebar. It's wild. Alright, show me the way.
Feldcroft used to be a lot livelier. With Ranrock's lot wandering about all the time, everyone stays out of sight. Here we are. My sister should be just inside.
I have to do this again. Every time. It sucks. Just a bunch of goblins by my struggles.
Aha!
Sebastian, where did you... Is that what I think it is?
We've been over this, boy.
Hey.
Shrivelfigs cannot reverse a curse. Nothing.
Skipping it.
I'm sorry you had to see that. If you don't mind, I just need a moment alone.
Poor Sebastian. Not the visit he'd hoped for.
That boy will fray my last nerve.
Excuse me, Mr. Sallow.
Oh, yes. He thinks he can help out. Nothing can be done.
I understand you've tried everyone from Nurse Blaney to St. Mungo's to no avail.
We have. My nephew thinks he knows better than the healers.
Perhaps the healers don't know everything, sir.
Your faith in Sebastian is giving her hope.
I understand what you're saying, sir.
Good. I know what's best for Anne and Sebastian. If you... He's no idea the harm he could do it. I hope you remember what I've said. Good day.
I'm sorry about earlier. Those bouts of pain are difficult to bear.
Are you all right, Anne?
You didn't. It's nice to...
I...
Oh, I do. Between the god...
Sebastian... I must...
Uncle Sob, they both... Sebastian...
I'm afraid it's really up to Sebastian, and his mind seems to be made up.
I can only hope he realizes the futility of his search for a cure soon. I'm getting tired. I should probably rest. Thank you for stopping by. I wish you well.
I ought to see how Sebastian's faring.
Why will he not listen to me? She's my sister.
How are you doing, Sebastian?
You gotta...
I'll admit, I wasn't expecting him to be so angry.
He's always angry. Ranrock's loyalists are capable of so much.
So it is honestly.
People realize they should not be underestimated. All the debris you'll see is from whatever's going on at that abandoned estate. They've been digging for something.
Revelio.
Up there, on that plateau. where they cursed Anne. This way.
It's not looking good. But I'm gonna be back.
How much longer we expected to dig through this rubble? Ramrock knows what.
Revelio.
It's an honor to be a part of it. Only good wizard is a
Accio. Confringo. Incendio. Leviosa. Incendio.
Who do you think you are?
Accio.
Wizard kind will submit to us once the war is over.
Also. Confringo. Leviosa. Incendio. Incendio. Leviosa.
You've made your last mistake. This is where you will fail.
Incendio.
I won't. Rather unwind. One less human to worry about. Let's get through that. There you are.
Confringo.
No!
Incendio.
I will make you pay.
Leviosa. Incendio. Confringo.
Confringo.
Do I have to go through that crap again? Or do I have to depend on an autosave?
Revelio.
Feldcroft used to be a lot livelier. With Ranrock's lot wandering about all the time, everyone stays out of sight. Here we are. My sister should be just inside. I'm sorry you had to see that. If you don't mind, I just need a moment alone.
Poor Sebastian. Not the visit he'd hoped for.
These two just work together better.
That boy will fray my last nerve.
Excuse me, Mr. Sallow.
Oh, yes, Sebastian's friend. I apologize. I hope you remember what I've said. Good day.
I'm sorry about earlier. Those bouts of pain are difficult to bear. I wish you well.
I ought to see how Sebastian's faring.
Why will he not listen to me? She's my sister.
I'll...
Ranrock's loyalists are capable of so much more than people realize. They should not be underestimated.
Let's go, bro.
All the debris you'll see is from whatever's going on at that abandoned estate. They've been digging for something.
Man, he knew he was coming over here to throw
Up
down,
there,
bro.
on that plateau,
He freaking knew.
is where they cursed Anne. This way.
We're having everybody.
How much
up
longer
here.
are we expected to dig through this
Revelio.
Ranrock knows what he's doing. It's an honor to be a part of it.
Confringo. Accio. Incendio. Confringo.
I'm a goblin!
Incendio. Accio.
What's the human to worry about?
Confringo.
I won't rest.
Accio.
Defendo!
Confringo.
Unfortunate disappointment. No, that's embarrassing, isn't it?
Confringo. Accio. Incendio.
You are but fucking the inevitable. I won't rest.
Confringo.
Dead.
Incendio.
All of Ranrock.
You've made your last mistake.
Confringo.
Don't do that again, I beg you. I could do this for hours.
Accio. Accio. Incendio.
I will make you. Lucky that's all. I won't rest. How nice.
Accio. Incendio.
I will make you pay. You don't know who you're playing with.
Confringo.
One less human to worry about. I don't have time for this.
Incendio. Accio. Confringo.
Was meant for me. Was that your best? Losing your stride.
Incendio. Levioso. Confringo. Incendio.
I confess, that was a bit more than I bargained for.
Oh yeah.
I tried to warn you.
No, you did.
Revelio.
You just said that's where they cursed him. Or cursed her. Bro, you didn't say it was gonna be like that. Sorry, let's have a bro. Who else?
Those loyalists deserved what they got.
Couldn't agree more. This is where it happened. We smelled smoke in the middle of the night. When we looked outside, flames were shooting from the estate. Before my uncle and I could stop her, Anne rushed out, racing towards the fire. worried someone would be hurt. She came face to face with a horde of goblins, frantically trying to stamp out the flames. Suddenly, an icy voice drifted out from somewhere in the smoke. Children should be seen and not heard. A blinding blast followed. They didn't even give her a chance to run.
It seems an awfully violent response to a child wandering by. What were they trying to hide?
My thoughts exactly. It may be grasping at Billywigs, but I keep thinking that there might be something here that could lead me to whoever cursed Anne. Might be the only way to learn what type of magic harmed her, which could help me find a cure.
Perhaps you're right. The Loyalists are everywhere, but they do seem to be spending a lot of time here, and it's likely they're hiding something.
And at Rookwood Castle. Shall we have a look around? They seem to have set up camp here for a specific reason. They have stations for everything.
Revelio.
Whose home was this?
Been abandoned long since I've lived here. Rumour was, a Hogwarts professor lived here once, centuries ago. But that's all I ever heard. I've heard that goblin dig sites like these are popping up everywhere.
It's a wonder the Ministry isn't doing more. Always armed and ready for a fight, Ranrock's Loyalists.
It might be worth taking a closer look at the house itself.
Revelio.
Sebastian, over here. Do you think that this was damaged by the fire the night that Anne was cursed?
Could be. But it looks to me as though this was intentional.
Sebastian, I've seen this before. This house, the well, the view.
What do you mean? When?
Give me a moment. I'll explain in a second. This well looks familiar.
Revelio.
Sebastian, this house did belong to a Hogwarts professor. Hundreds of years ago.
Who? What do you...
I found a pensive that day in the restricted section with a memory that showed this house. There was a little girl and a drought. The keepers have shown me other memories as well. The girl became a Hogwarts professor. Her name was Isadora Morganach. She was one of the keepers.
The keepers? Like in Quidditch? And you found a pensive in the library? I'm not following you.
I realize it's a lot to take in. I'm not even sure I understand it all yet. And no, not like Quidditch. They call themselves keepers because they're protecting some type of knowledge. It has to do with the vault at Gringotts.
Let me see if I've got this straight. You have Ranrock and Rookwood after you because of something you found at Gringotts where you ended up via a portkey. And now you've been witnessing memories left by keepers. Oh, and this house belonged to a Hogwarts professor who was one of these non-Quidditch keepers hundreds of years ago. If I didn't know you, I'd think you were pulling my leg.
It is all a bit much, isn't it, when you put it like that? The point is, we both have good reason to search this house. You for answers about what happened to Anne, and me for answers about the keepers.
Look at this.
Someone piled this here for a reason. Is it blocking something?
Only one way to find out.
Revelio. Accio. Confringo.
Huh, a stairwell. Why bother blocking a stairwell?
There might be something here worth a closer look.
they've left all of this simply strewn about. Tells me they're after something bigger.
This is my second week in the camp, or I've each day. Well, the doctors and even some of our own healers have done all they can for them. The grief is palpable. The ones who survived the plague are forever damaged by their loss. Fever has the skin may mend and scale scar, but devastating sorrow remains. I saw a man much like my father that lost a child. I couldn't bear it. I wanted to give him some shade of relief. I'm beginning to think that others are wrong. I have the power of these souls. The demons are betraying my power. The eyes will be to rid them of their torment.
A journal entry of Isadora's. I should hold on to this.
Travel here to learn and live to help. My internal struggle is overwhelming. It's as though the magic wants to heal and I'm unable to doing so. Should I lose hope? Left forever regret not having done more. I cannot look into their eyes, knowing that I can lessen the burden of heartache. The same way that we came today, the one who survived me, my father surely it would hurt, or wouldn't hurt, to help him. I could further my research, of course, but that would be a fortuitous consequence of doing something good with a disability.
Seems these journal entries are from Isadora's travels.
Lumos. Accio.
You're not going to believe this. I can see the Undercroft.
What? A daydream? Because that happens to me too.
Lumos.
Revelio.
I know it sounds strange, but...
Honestly, nothing you say sounds strange to me anymore.
Fair enough. I can see the Undercroft through this stone wall, as though it's a window. This has happened before.
I'm listening.
I have a rare ability to see whispers of ancient magic.
I don't know what I was expecting you to say, but it wasn't that. I knew you weren't telling me everything. Ancient magic. What does that even mean?
I'm not entirely sure, but the Keepers have said that it's a powerful magic that should only be wielded by a select few.
And you can wield it?
I don't know, but Fig and I think that Ranrock has somehow found a way to harness that magic's power.
Are you telling me that goblins may be wielding some sort of wizard magic?
That's what we're trying to find out. What I do know is that my ability allows me to travel through these windows I see.
Wait. We can get straight to the Undercroft from here. Ominous will be flawed.
We can. But perhaps best not to tell anyone else about this for now. Even Ominous.
Understood. Well then, invisible, secret, ancient magic passageway? Here we come. I'm tempted to hold my breath. Why would the door lead us here?
Sebastian, look. Why hide a triptych here?
Seems as if something's missing.
A note. Let's have a look.
Anything helpful in the note?
A rune symbol. I've seen similar symbols used by the Keepers.
I've been thinking. A keeper lived in that house centuries ago, and Ranrock and his lot have been searching there. You said that goblins may be wielding some form of this ancient magic. Do you think Anne was cursed by ancient magic?
I can't be sure, of course, but I don't think so. I didn't see any traces of it around your sister.
Very well. But that doesn't mean it's not ancient magic. There's still so much we don't know about it.
True. Perhaps this triptych will lead us to answers.
Then we'll have to unravel what this all means. But now I need to see Ominous. Don't worry, I won't tell him anything. Did I mention that, apparently, Salazar Slytherin had a secret scriptorium here, in Hogwarts?
You did not? Sounds worth looking into. Any idea where in the castle?
No idea. Ominous just learned of it. I'll let you know what I find out. I had no idea our visit to Cian would unfold into all of this. My head's an utter mess. But I'm glad you told me everything you did. I'll be in touch. Till then.
Save yet? The last save was 20 minutes ago. Let's just go to a different part of the school. Or do you want to go to the green arenas?
What are you up to now?
3 days to find your brother, and your mother almost... You know how much she hates dung beetles? Ah, but I bet that's why you did it, eh? Well, let's see how much you like being turned into an insect next time you test my temper.
You must try it.
I'd better keep an eye on high places around the school for Zenobia's gobstones. Revelio.
Handy resource indeed, your field guide.
Accio. Well, that's one of Zenobia's gobstones. I hardly see what all the fuss is about.
Ironically, I didn't see ahead of time how bored I'd be in divination class.
So knowledgeable.
What do we have here?
I hope those assignments were challenging enough for you.
I've completed all of my tasks, Professor Onai.
Very well done. Although I must admit, I did have something of a premonition that you would follow through. Now, as you have no doubt sharpened your perception by completing my assignment. I am curious, based upon the knowledge that one's present and even one's past may reveal traces of what is to come. What do you see in your own future?
I can't get rid of this feeling of a coming danger.
I see. Know that such omens are not damning if they can at least prepare us. And you are preparing yourself even now. But this talk of tomorrow should not divert us from your present success. I shall inform our good deputy headmistress of your exemplary performance. And if that performance is any omen of what your future may hold, then I, for one, see great things. Channel your magic towards your targets. You have it! Now, why not practice the new spell on the training dummy? Excellent. I think you have it. At some point, you must stop preparing and put your newly honed skills to the test outside of the classroom.
What do we have here? A demiguise. Mine now, demiguise. Professor, do you have a moment?
I do.
I was wondering how you decided to teach divination.
The art of divination is an important yet often misunderstood branch of magic. Those of us who possess the sight are rare, and, as is often the case with the unique among us, we can frequently be misread, even feared. When I was granted the opportunity to teach others about my gift and the good it can do, I was most grateful.
I see. Natty told me that you and she moved here from Uganda, where she had attended Wagadu.
Yes, Natsai and I both loved Uganda and Wagadu, but we are happily settled here now. I had foreseen such a change, but did not know the details until it occurred. I was glad of the outcome. You would be wise to remember that the consequences of our actions are complex. And so, divining what is to come is not as simple as gazing into a crystal ball or studying the bottom of a teacup.
I find it truly intriguing, even if I don't fully understand it.
Intriguing. That is one word for it. And I'm certain you will come to understand many things more deeply in the days ahead. You are a student at Hogwarts, after all. It cannot have escaped you that we in the Wizarding world are forever navigating the seemingly inexplicable.
Of course, Professor.
Now, I know that we both have places to be. Not because I have the sight, mind you, but because I am a professor and you are a student. I have enjoyed our conversation.
taking too long. Night, folks. Hopefully this isn't game breaking. Oh well. Wish me luck.